Hello everybody, I'll Survive here. Welcome back to the Tomb Raider 1 walkthrough and Happy New Year. This is the first day of 2022 and we're getting off to a great start. We're in Palace Midas and I'm going to show you how to get through it without using a med pack. Okay, and when you jump out of the water, there are several ways you can go. You can go down that passageway there, you can go straight ahead, and you can go there now, but we're going to leave those places till later because we will be returning. Come down this hallway first off though and take out your pistols and take out this crocagator that is baying for your blood and say goodbye to him, and then you can wind round in this direction. And again, we've got a branching path here. We can go down this corridor and up the staircase, and it doesn't really matter. We do need to go to both places eventually, but I'm actually going to go down this hallway first because there are quite a few enemies and a couple of pickups. And there is an opportunity to take out some of these guys later from above, but it's super fiddly. So I'm going to do a bit more of a straight-on assault and see how we crack on. Okay, so this is the hallway. If you wind round in this direction and come towards this little ledge here with Lara's pistols drawn, there are two lions waiting in this alcove that you can pummel lead into. And actually, the other one hasn't triggered yet. Interestingly, we can't even get a lock on him. So let's see if we can do something about that. Can we hop up onto this platform here? No, that didn't do it either. I wonder where the trigger tile is. It might be this one. Let's do that and hop back. And no, it's still alive. What about here? There. There's the one. Right, okay, good. Except we are actually probably going to get eaten here, so let's see if we can avoid that. Die, lion, die. Thank you. Okay, that is two lions. If you come around this corner, there are some bats, which will definitely trigger when we approach them. And there's four of them. Gosh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is just a little detour for a small med pack, which is hiding in this little corner here. So grab that if you want it, and then work your way back round. There's a lot of toing and froing in this level, and a lot of shooting enemies from distance, and this may be the longest level in Tomb Raider 1. I'm not sure. It's certainly going to be one of the longest videos that I've recorded in quite a while. Alright, I'm going to take out Lara's shotgun here, because there is a gorilla lurking around this corner that we have to shoot at close quarters. Sometimes it only takes one shot. It took 2 there, but that's not really an issue. We have a massive stash of magnum ammo waiting for us. So collect that and enjoy, and then head back in this direction. And now we need to go back on ourselves, way back to the junction with the staircase, which is down this hallway. I'm going to try and do this level as efficiently as possible, and as I said before, without using a med pack. And I will, of course, show you where all the secrets are and where all the items are. But if you're looking for secrets, you better stay caffeinated. It's going to take a while. We're not going to get our first secret for a while. Okay, come up this staircase here with Lara's pistols drawn, because we're now going to enter the main room, which is sort of a hub for this level, with loads of switches and loads of doors and loads of enemies too. Here are the first 3. We've got a gorilla there who's coming for us. In fact, have we got 2 charging for us at once? No, just the one. There is one. Try and get a lock on them as best you can. I'm going to stay close to this hallway because this is a good place to sort of lure them in, and then you can do some backflipping as they charge towards you, beating their chests. Okay, that is 3 gorillas down, but do not panic. We will be meeting more later on. Stay tuned. Loads of things we can do in here. The first thing I'm going to do is jump up onto this pillar, which we do in fact need to do, but we're going to take un petit peu de détour. Which, if that is the French, I don't know. Is detour a French word? Anyway, we're taking a side route. Come onto this pillar and then turn left. And then do a standing jump and grab onto this platform. And then turn right and walk to the very edge. And do a hop back and a running jump and a grab over to here. For some items, a small med pack, which won't help me at all because I'm not planning to use them. But yoink that if you like them. And then grab the magnum clips that are sitting alongside. Much tastier. And then you can hop back, dangle, and safety drop to the ground, and then head back to that pillar that we just climbed on top of. Oh, while I'm here actually, this is one of the doors that we will be opening, and take note of the symbols that are on the top of the door. We've got a kind of Y symbol and 4 omegas. Those symbols correspond to some switches that we're going to encounter in a minute, and the Y symbols mean that we have to pull the levers down, and the omega symbols mean we have to leave the switches up. So remember that. There are loads of doors with those symbols. You can go and check them all out if you want. I've got a notepad next to me with all the combinations on that I've discovered, so I don't have to keep coming back and checking the doors. But as I say, I will describe them as we get to them. So back onto the pillar, back onto the second pillar, and this time turn right and do a running jump over to the next pillar. And we basically need to make our way across the room. So do a hop back, running jump, and a grab to that pillar. That balcony straight ahead of Lara, incidentally, that is our end goal. That is where we will be finishing the level in about 25 minutes time. So stay tuned or skip ahead if you want spoilers. Turn to the right, do a running jump and a grab over to this pillar. And there are the switches that we need to pull. All 5 of them. We're going to be seeing a lot of them in this level. You can go there now if you want, but there's a slightly controversial but fascinating thing that I want to do before then. There is a pillar directly ahead of Lara there, and there is a large med pack on top of it, and there is no way within the normal laws of Tomb Raider physics of acquiring that med pack. But there is a glitch that we can use in order to grab it. And you probably won't want to do this if you're doing a glitchless run or whatever. But the interesting thing is that the developers did actually anticipate that people would figure out what the glitch was and put the med pack there as a sort of reward, knowing that people would exploit it. And it's a little bit fiddly, but I'm going to show you how to grab it. This is called the corner bug. And what you need to do is get Lara face up against the pillar, or any corner, in fact, in Tomb Raider, but specifically with this one, and then turn to the right. You need to angle her roughly at this sort of angle, and then start jumping up. Hold down the jump button until she starts glitching through the pillar. You may have to persevere a bit until you get exactly the right angle, which I'm going to do now. I don't think the angle is steep enough. Let's see if that one does it. No, maybe a little bit to the left. If this takes forever, I'll skip ahead in the video so you don't have to watch me jumping endlessly. Keep jumping up. Okay, and as Lara starts glitching through the pillar, hold down the direction button like I did there, and she will bounce on top like we did, and you can grab the large med pack. There we go. So you might not want to do it. It's a glitchy pickup, and not everyone wants to play the game glitchily, which I understand, but I just thought I'd show you how to do that, because I think it's kind of interesting, and it is a dev-intended pickup when you think about it. So, is it wrong to grab it? I'm not sure. Anyway, do a running jump back to the pillar and then make your way back to the switches that are over here and do a standing jump over. There are 4 doors we need to open, so there are 4 combinations, and you can really do them in any order. It doesn't matter massively. The first one I'm going to do is probably one of the harder ones because it's got a interesting timed run. The fire room. Some of you may know which one I'm talking about. And to get into there, we just need to pull down this switch, lever number 1. Pull that down. And then if you hop down into what looks like this pit, there is in fact a staircase. This is going to be a return path for us because if we come down to the bottom here, there is another lever that you can pull that opens this gate. So in future, we won't have to do all that jumping over the pillars. We can just come around to this doorway and jump through. Okay, let's go find that door. It is over in this direction. Oh boy, and I'm going to do a very, very interesting timed run thing that I've never been able to do first time on all my practices. So I wish the best of luck to me. Okay, we've got the ominous music, so we know something bad's about to go down. We've got this fire trap and these kind of pillars that we need to jump to. As soon as we cross that brown line, the fire will go out, and we have to jump our way sequentially over each of those pillars, over to the far end before the fire comes back on again, and we can't do any lining up or any grabbing or anything like that. We need to do hop, 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 hop. And how to describe how to do this? I'm going to set off on my run, and the minute I cross the black dot in the middle of the first tile, I'll do my first jump, and then it'll be a case of weaving to the right and the left and hitting the jump button before Lara goes careering off into the water. Comprende? I don't. Let's see how we do. Right, can I do it first time? Probably not. Pray for me. Here we go. Set off, jump just as you're crossing the black dot, weave to the right, jump, weave to the left slightly, jump, give it a beat, and then jump again, hold grab. Don't go to the side like Lara just did then. Dang it, that's because I'm using an Xbox controller. But that, in theory, is how you would do it. Okay, I'm going to reload. Alright, let's try this again and see if I can do it a little more elegantly. Jump on the black dot and then weave to the right and then jump again, weave to the left, jump again, then keep running, give it a beat and then jump again, grab, go up, just like that. No going to the side, run forward, avoid the fire, you'll be laughing. And here's the item that we've come for. It is the lead bar. We're going to need 3 of these, so be sure to grab them. And then walk to the very edge of this platform here with Lara's pistols drawn, because there are 3 giant rats in the water that we kind of need to take care of. Well, actually, we don't need to take care of them. We have to go in that water, but in all honesty, we probably can swim through there without getting attacked. And even if they attacked us, I don't think they really take massive health from us. But anyway, there they are. They are dead. If you have a hard time getting a lock on them, you can dangle off that ledge we were just on and sort of kite them using Lara's shadow that they will gravitate towards because they're numpties. Anyway, whatever you want to do. Personally, if you don't want all kills, I'd just say swim through the water and you'll probably be absolutely fine, even on a no meds run. Okay, take out Lara's pistols again because a gorilla will have spawned somewhere in this room. And I've been ambushed at that doorway that I've just come through at times. And there have also been times when I've actually gone actively searching through this room looking for the gorilla and I can't find him. So we will encounter him at some point. We will have to shoot him. Just bear that in mind the next time you cross that room. You might want to be armed, lest you get killed. Okay, back to the best part of the level, the switch pulling. We've pulled the number 1 switch down. The next combo I'm going to do is 3 and 5. So this is switch number 3. That needs to be down. So grab that. Do a fancy side jump if you want. And then we need to return switch number 1 to its proper position. Crash into the wall and then spend about 5 years lining up to move the switch back up. There we go. 3 and 5 are down. Let's dangle. Has the gorilla showed up yet? Oh yeah, there he is. Hi, gorilla. Did he take any health off me? No. I'm still alive. Not dead yet. Come at me, bro. I've survived fire traps. You don't scare me. Okay, he is dead. Thank you, gorilla. Here is the door that we opened, and you'll see some very ominous blood-soaked spikes waiting for you on the other side. But don't let that put you off. You can simply glide through the gap there and head for this doorway. There are a series of pillars in that room that we're going to have to, jump across. A bit like we did in the previous room, but we need to elevate them first. So come to this block that's lurking by this ramp and pull it backwards twice. This is going to clear a path for us beyond. So pull out the block, go up the ramp and then dip through the gap and then round to this switch here. You get a strange, squeaky, wispy, windy noise thing. And then you can head up the ramp. That screechy, windy noise thing was an indication that we have raised the pillars, which now means we can jump across them. Happy days. Don't go careering around this corner too quickly, like I did on my practice, because you will potentially plunge off the edge to your death. Walk to the edge and then do a little hop and a standing jump, and then turn to the right and do a running jump over to the next pillar. Stick kind of to the left so that you don't smash Lara's head on that angled ceiling. That would be fatal. And then do a running jump over to this one, again being mindful of the ceiling, and then line up for the next pillar. Again, running jump over, and then turn to the left, hop back, do a running jump, and then finally one more pillar. Rejoice. Hop back, running jump, and land. Now there is the next lead bar that we need, but as soon as we land in that room, we're going to get set upon by a gorilla beating his chest. And you could take out your shotgun and just sort of charge in and hope for the best. I'm going to be a little bit cagier though. I'm going to do a stand jump forward, then hop back and then press grab before he beats me. Then I'm going to dangle here for a hot sec, and then I'm going to pull out, and then I'm going to do a backflip and take out my pistols, and I'm going to shoot him from here as he, there we go, beats his chest. And there we go, and now we can go into the room with ease, with safety, without fear of gorillas. So hop up onto the pedestal and grab the second lead bar. Congratulations. And then roll, and then gingerly walk to the edge of the ledge. And then you should just be able to run off safely at this corner of the pillar and avoid the spikes. And now we can return to the switch room. I don't think there'll be any gorilla ape people in here. So take a breather, come back towards this gate and our return path up the staircase and hop up here and then up onto the final one and then do a fancy backflip if you like. Okay, our next combo is switches 3 and 4. So switch 3 is already down. There is switch 4. Let's return switch 5 to its ordinary position. And then we can head down there. Not like that. You might want to safety drop. I swear I held the action button. Oh, sorry, Lara, I may be blaming you unnecessarily. But in other news, here is the door. This is where we can go through, and this is the long one. This is going to take a while, so buckle down. We need to completely collapse this room by collapsing that pillar, which we're going to do first and foremost. Come in through this doorway and bank a right, and head down this staircase here, all the way to the bottom, where there is a block here that we can grab hold of. I think this is the bottom part of that brownish pillar that we just saw, because as soon as you pull it back like this, we get some shaking and some ominous sounds, and that means that we have disintegrated the pillar, I think, and collapsed a big chunk of the room, which, sorry Lara, the good news for us is it's now traversable. So there you are, there is the room completely transformed, but we can't really get anywhere via that route. So we're going to head up these stairs here and round to the left, and I was being a bit overcautious there. I don't want to career off back into the room again. Oh yes, this is where I've done my careering. Walk very carefully to the edge there, and then do a standing jump to the right hand side to land here, and you may just be able to see a slightly elevated ledge just ahead that you can do a standing jump to. And then if you walk, not happy with that angle, walk to the top corner of this tile and do a hop back, and then do a running jump over to the pillar, and then come to this corner and do a hop back and do a running jump over to this next elevated platform. And then if you kind of go to the left, hop back and do a running jump over to here, this is where we need to be. Smash Lara's face into the wall, and then we need to do a little standing jump through that gap. I'm going to take a step back. I'm probably being overcautious again, but do a standing jump, hold the action button if you want, just to make sure you arc Lara through the gap, and then turn right and you can climb up into this section. Whoops. And then climb up here. Okay, lots of enemies in this room. Let's see how we do. It shouldn't really be much trouble, but may just take a while. Take out your pistols, because there's a couple of gorillas and lots of bats. There's the first gorilla that's charging for us. He has to go all the way around before he can do anything to us. There's one bat. Can I get the second one? No, I'll wait for him to come to me. And there's the other gorilla. Sometimes there's a gorilla on this platform that I'm on now. I'm not quite sure how it works or how he gets here, but hey. Alright, so that is 2 gorillas and 2 bats. Happy days. The correct way to go is sort of in that direction, but there is the first secret of the level for us to grab, and that involves going in the water. Unfortunately, there are 2 crocodigators that are in the very room that we need to go into, and we could potentially go and get our business done without worrying about them too much, but I want to try and kite them out. And it does take quite a while, because they tend to actually swim off and lose interest in me. But I'm not going to let that happen this time. I'm going to loiter here slowly and lure them to this far corner. And actually, I'm going to get Lara's magnums ready, so I get the maximum number of shots on them. So pull out roughly here. Let's see. Yeah, that's well timed, Lara. Thank you. Get out your magnums and start pummeling them full of lead. There's one. Can I get rid of the second one? That is 2. Yay. Bye-bye, crocodigators. Now our path ahead is clear. Well, clear of crocodigators anyway. So jump back into the water and swim and follow the passageway round. The strange thing about this level is that you can often see where you want to get to, like now. But there's just a huge amount of distance between where you are and your destination. I guess it adds to the scale of the game and things, which is kind of cool. It's just, man, it takes a while. Anyway, climb out at this point here. There's a little ledge that you can hop out onto, and then bank to the left, and then hop up onto this platform with the slight slope, and then run to about as far as here. And now what you need to do is a kind of double jump thing. So press Lara right up against this tile until she won't walk any further, and then do a standing jump and keep the jump button held so she does a funky double jump and a slide. You'll land here, turn to the left, keep running, slide down here. Secret number 1, in pièce de gâteau, we have the magnum clips and a small med pack. Sehr gut. Right, jump back in the water and then swim back down the long passage towards the corpses of the crocodigators and contemplate what we're going to do next, which is going in the direction that I mentioned previously, over here to the left. So let's swim over there now, climb out roughly here and hop out. And if you come to this tile and hop down, That is secret number 2. I suggest shimmying all the way to the right-hand side because the tile below Lara is sloped upwards slightly. And if we drop down at this point, we can fall down without taking damage, which is always good. What have we got? We've got some Uzi clips, shotgun shells, and a small med pack. That's very exciting. There's also a gorilla waiting for us on the other side, so let's see if we can do something about him. Hop back, weapons raised, do your business, take him out with ease. And if you're still interested in pickups, there is a small med pack here that we can yoink. So grab that. And now we need to come round into this big area here. This is where we were near the beginning of the level when we were shooting lions that wouldn't trigger and things like that. I believe an extra gorilla has spawned down there. We may be able to get some shots off on him. But I'm not entirely sure. It's a little bit hit and miss. There are going to be a couple more gorillas on this next platform though, so if you do a jump over, we're going to be fighting them at close quarters. I'm just going to wait for him to trigger. Where are you? There is one, and if you work your way further along here, another one is going to pounce out at us from around this final corner. 2 shots? I don't think so. Not fair. Anyway, he is taken care of. The correct way to go is towards that large med pack over there. So do a lining up, hop back, and run jump over, and then grab and pull Lara up. To grab the large med pack if you want it. I don't, but I'm just showing you. There you go. That's what it looks like when you pick up a large med pack. Then you can hop back and then shimmy to the left. I'm trying to see if I can hear that gorilla, which I can't. He's very hit and miss. See how you do. You may encounter a gorilla. You may be able to shoot him. I've got a feeling we'll encounter him at some point. He tends to run around quite a lot. And there are way more gorillas still to fight in this level. So fear not. Plenty more action to come. In the meantime, though, we've got some bats. So drop down on this ledge and take out Lara's pistols. Take out the bats. There are 2. And that is both of them. Thank you, Lara. Now, the correct way to go is this direction. So do a hop back and then do a running jump through the door. And then follow the hallway round up the slope. And then round in this direction. Then round to the left, round to the right. And round to the right again? Possibly? Yes, right and right. Again, another very, very long path. And hoppity up. Mind you, it's not challenging though, is it? It's not testing my Tomb Raider abilities to the absolute max. NGL. Right, the next thing we need to do, there are some breakaway tiles here. They actually fall down into the pool that we were in that was by the first secret, if that makes sense. So if you do happen to plummet to your doom, it won't be doom. You'll be fine. You'll get caught by the water, but you have to climb your way back up. We are going to grab this large med pack though, so come to this platform without plummeting. Grab the large med pack and then hop over. The correct way to go is actually through this doorway. So head on through and then go down the slope all the way to the bottom. And if you roll and drop down and turn, and you should just be able to run off the edge here safely down to the bottom without issue. And now you can follow this passageway around and take out Lara's pistols, because we're going to get sort of ambushed by a lion, but he's going to be all the way over there and he's slowly going to make his way towards us. And if you start shooting from the beginning, you should be able to kill him before he reaches you, so fear not. And with him taken care of, you can now follow this balcony thing all the way around. We're now above the room that we started the level in, but we need to be on this upper level now because we've got some other business to do. So follow it around, come through into this cavern area, because there's a little cubbyhole that you can pull up into here. Take out Lara's pistols again, because there are some gorillas down below. And we do need to come into this room later on, actually. But if we take out these gorillas now, we don't have to fight them head on later. So that'll be good news. That is 2. Nonetheless, I think there are more later. I'm trying to remember. I think we will still have to fight gorillas in that room. Where would the fun be otherwise? But in other news, do a running jump over to this ledge, and then bank a right, and then come through into this area. Pistols out again because there's a crocodile, and I didn't really want to fall in the water, but this may be useful. I'll be able to kite him round. Actually, I'm going to take out my magnums for optimum killage. So hop out without getting eaten. Magnums drawn, and pommel the crocodile. There we go, just the one. No need to fear about more. And then you can swim through to the other side. There's a little place we can climb out over here. So pull out, and there's a little sloped platform just ahead there. So head towards that, and then hop up and climb out. And sorry, a lot of weapon switching here. I'm just going to take out Lara's pistols because there are some bats here. And I don't particularly fancy shooting them with magnums. That would feel like a waste of ammo. However, there are also lots of enemies down below, and I'm going to try and magnum them because it will take fewer shots, and keeping a lock on them is trickier. That's 2 gorillas. There are also some lions. I probably shouldn't have jumped there, but let's see if I can get a lock on them again. Yeah, right below me. Come out a little bit further, lions. You know you want to. Please let me shoot you from this safe and very, very brave distance. Yes, there is one. Thank you. You heard me. There's one lion down. Where is the other lion? Can I get a lock on you? Yes, come on. Come and see what happened to your friend. So that's 2 gorillas, 2 lions. I've got a feeling there's another gorilla down there somewhere, but we will find out. It'll be a nice surprise. I seriously lose count of the number of enemies in this level. The main thing we need, though, is this third and final lead bar waiting for us on the roof. So grab that and then come to the very corner of the roof here. We need to go down to ground level now, and I'm going to do a standing jump sort of towards that sloped ceiling, and I'm going to take out Lara's weapons just in case I get gorillaed. Is there any sign of that yet? I don't think so. Maybe that was all the enemies. I forget. I've been ambushed in so many random places. Just keep your weapons handy just in case. This door opens as you approach it, and there is a large med pack which you may or may not want to collect, and then you can follow the passageway round, wind down to here, where there is a switch, and this opens a door in a very interesting looking garden type room where we've got more business to do and more gorillas to fight. It wouldn't be Palace Midas otherwise. So keep your weapons bravely raised like I'm doing, lest a gorilla tear around a corner and start beating into me. Maybe I'm fine though. Smash into a wall. Oh, I know. Yes, there are gorillas in here. I remember that. 3 in fact. Is it 3? There is 1. Yes, I see 2 more on the horizon. Lucky me. There is 2. I'm probably wasting ammo here. I could probably take these guys out with pistols. But that is 3, and that is all the gorillas for that room anyway. I will switch to pistols. There's going to be even more in the lovely garden area, but I think I can pistol them. I think that'll be fine. So take a right as you emerge from the collapsed pillar gorilla room thing and come through to the garden where there will be 2 gorillas waiting for you in here. See if you can get a lock on them. I'm going to stay near the entrance so I can kind of hop back like this as they come towards me, and then maybe do some potential backflipping. Where's the second one? There should be 2 gorillas. I feel like I'm being trolled. Oh yeah, there you are. I'm not being trolled. Oh, I am stuck though. Lara, get out of there. Ah, phew. I never panicked, not even for a second. Right, several things we can do. We actually need to go up onto that platform just ahead where you may be able to see a large med pack. That is the correct way to go, but before we do that, there is the third and final secret to grab. And in order to get it, we're going to have to pull a switch, which is hiding behind this tree here. So pull the lever, and that opens a little gate round here, where there is every chance that we will get killed, but we'll see how we do. There is the secret chime, and we've got these spiked doors, and we need to jump through them without getting spiked, basically. And the best way to jump through is to do a standing jump just as the doors are pulling apart. So let's see how we do that. They're together, they're apart, jump, go through. Phew! We still need to do the return path, but we're alive for now. There are some magnum clips here that you can collect. Happy days. And there are some shotgun shells loitering by this tree, and if you come around to this corner, there is a small med pack waiting for you as well. So collect those and then pray that you can get through here without getting spiked. Let's see how we do. I'm going to walk very, very gingerly up to there, as close as I dare. I kind of feel like we're too close. Yes, there are spikes down below, so you cannot escape death. Okay, they're together, they're apart. Jump, and we made it. Phew, wipe the sweat off your brow. Now what do we need to do? We need to not go in that direction. We need to come under this archway and make for the large med pack. If you hop up onto this platform here and turn around, you can do a standing jump and to grab up onto here, and then you can grab the large med pack there. And then the correct way to go is through this doorway here, and those of you who have played Palace Midas before will know what is waiting through here, and you probably know what I'm going to do next. Here is the remains of the Midas statue. Now, if you know your Greek mythology, you will know that Midas's hand was able to turn things to gold, which is very useful for us because we've got these 3 lead bars that we need to turn into gold in order to finish the level. And you will find actually that if you step on Lara's hand like this, she will in fact turn to gold, and your health will be drained to 0, and she will keel over, and that'll be game over. So, but I could not do Palace Midas without doing that. It's one of those iconic Tomb Raider moments. I think it's up there with the T-Rex. But anyway, I'm going to reload and do this part properly. I shall see you in a sec. Okay, I am back, and I'm not going to turn Lara into gold, but I am going to transform these lead bars, which we kind of have to do one at a time, but we do get a nice animation. So there is one, and there is the gold bar that we now have. Now we just need to do the final 2. We need these in order to put them into certain receptacles that will open the pathway through to the end of the level. And we do need all 3 of them, and they do have to be gold. We can't put the lead ones in. So there we go. We should now have 3 gold bars. Happy days. We can now leave this room and basically backtrack. We can go back the way we came. So climb out and head in this direction back towards the garden room thing with this awkward ceiling. Let's see if I can hop down here. Very good, and no health lost. So head out under the archway, back past the gorilla corpses and through the gate, and then up the stairs. We've now got a bit of a schlep back to the room with all the switches. So here we go. This is where we began the level. There's the pool. There's the dead crocagator. And I'm trying to think, are there any more? Yes, there is one more enemy still to fight in this level. I think it's only one more. I think we've seen the last of the gorillas. But we do have one more enemy to fight when we open the final door. So, as I say, come back past all the corpses, back to the switch room, and make your way back towards our return path, which is round here. I think this is one of the things that contributes to this level's just sheer length, as I said before. It's just all the toing and froing, but it is also very, very labyrinthine. I always thought St. Francis Folly was the biggest level, but this one's probably way bigger. All right, what switch combo do we need now? We need switches 1 and 5 to be down, so let's see what we can do about that. There is switch 5. Let's put that down, and then we need to put switch 4 back up, and then switch 3 back up, and then line up with switch 1 and take that down, and then head down there, safety drop, and then roll if you like, and then head towards the final door, which is over here, he says tentatively. Yes, by this balcony. Oh, and get Lara's shotgun ready, because as soon as we go through this newly opened door, we will be attacked by the final enemy of the level, which is a lion. So start taking shots. Should only be 2 shots. That was 3. I think my first shot probably missed. But we will be reclaiming most of that ammunition right now, in fact. That doorway on the left is the one we do, in fact, need to go through in order to end the level. But there is one final item for us to collect, which is round here on this balcony. Because waiting for us round here is a shotgun shells pickup. And I think it's only 2 shotgun shells. And given that we've just wasted 3, it's up to you whether you think it's worth it or not. But yours for the taking. Head back down the stairs and towards the door that we passed. And here we go, finally, the receptacles that we need to put our gold bars in. So let's do that ASAP. Here's the first one. Smash into the wall and put in the first gold bar. And then if you do a jump back and a side jump, you'll be lined up with the second receptacle. So you can hop on in and fit that into the slot. There goes the second one. And then jump back, side jump, and then jump forward and straight back in for the third and final bar. And take a very, very deep breath. We've finally finished Palace Midas. What an epic level this has been. So Tomb Raidery. I love it. Slide down the slope and finish. Gosh, 43 kills. It felt like it. All 3 secrets, and I did not use a med pack. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will be back with the next video and the next level as soon as possible. I'm not sure when it will be, but I promise I will do it. That is my guarantee. We will get there, and I will see you then. Bye for now.